What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today I have a special video for you guys. I am making a Lee Chaolan Tekken 8 matchup tier list for Lee Chaolan. So I'm gonna put Lee's best matchups all the way on S, and then as I go down, it's gonna be D is gonna be like his worst matchups and yada yada. So that's how it goes. So let's start off with Lee Chaolan's best matchups. And I'll let you guys know which characters Lee Chaolan does very, very, very good against right now on this tier list. This may sound kind of ham, but I feel like Lee Chaolan is extremely good against himself. The reason why, a lot of Lee's lows are really punishable, so easy while standing 2-3s. A lot of -13 stuff, a lot of while standing 1-4s. So Lee just technically just does really well against himself. Plus, Lee Chaolan has a punch parry to deal with Hitman jabs, which is the quickest stuff in Hitman. And also Lee's keep out is really good to deal with Lee's short range and stuff. So Lee Chaolan is actually really, really good against Lee. So he's really good against himself. I was saying Tekken 7 was a lot worse because a lot of negatives involved. But, in this game, it's definitely a lot easier to deal with. Okay, so next matchup. What is Lee's best matchups? This is hard to do too because he doesn't have a lot of great matchups in this game. I think he's decent against most casts. But let's go all the way down to the bottom. I think one of Lee's worst matchups is Victor. The reason why, Victor has way too much keep out, too much high crushes. His side step is really, really good. It's really hard for Lee to deal with his stuff, especially since Victor is weak against the side step left, and Lee's sidewalk isn't really good. Also, Victor punishes Lee extremely hard for lows and just standard punishment. So I think Victor is one of Lee's worst matchups. Another bad matchup for Lee is Jun Kazuma. Lee cannot punish back 3 extremely hard, and she just has a lot easy reversals to deal with his stuff. Cans is super good against Lee, reversals in a half-life. So that's why I will put her down there. One of Lee's worst matchups. I'll put Asuka down there too because she can do the same. It's extremely hard for Lee to poke these characters because they have too much stuff to count his pokes, like reversals and all kinds of stuff. So I'll put these characters right here. I think Dragunov is terrible for Lee too. He's too much plus, so Lee can't counter hit back. His movement is way too good, so he can avoid all of these pokes up close. And he just punishes Lee way too hard. It's way too hard for him to deal with. Way too easy for him to deal with Lee Chaolan. So I'll put this matchup down here. It's not a very good matchup for Lee Chaolan. So yeah, I'll put that down there. What else? I think Lily is terrible for Lee also. She can Matterhorn his mids out of Hitman. Sidewalk the hell out of him. It's extremely hard for Lee to poke her up. Let's see what else. I think Paul is probably it's pretty hard to fight Paul with Lee actually. I'll keep him down here for a minute. I think, whoa, Lee is really strong against the bear because you get a full combo off a lot of stuff while standing 2-3 is a full combo. The launch is lows, and you got the custom bear combo, so really good. Jack will be. Lee is really good against Jack, but I could see why Jack could lose. I'll put Jack up there. Bad matchups, definitely Yoshi. Yoshi is super good against Lee. Safina, her movement and stuff. Well, Yoshi's because Flash, he could just spin out of everything, so it's really hard for Lee. Extremely hard for Lee to deal with that. Lee's actually pretty good against Steve. Lee's pretty good against Feng. He could punish Feng pretty good. He could still lose to Feng because Feng is top tier, but you know, he's really good against Lydia. Let me see what else. Jin is pretty hard. Reason why is parry, keep out. I think it's like in the middle with Lee. It's not too easy. It's not too hard. I think Nina is extremely hard for Lee to fight. Not very good against her. Just because of poke, sidewalk, and all of that. Lars is a bit difficult. I think it's like kind of even. These are like the even matchups. Lee has a lot of even matchups. He doesn't really have a lot of characters that he completely beats up. I think this one is like right here. It's pretty good against Brian. Pretty good against Asu. Brian's kind of slow. It's kind of even. This is pretty good. Paul, I will put like right here. Just because he punishes Lee way too hard. And just the comeback factor makes it really scary. Lisa, I'll put down here. Obviously because of movement and all types of stuff. Eddie is like right here. Because you could punish him, but you know, like he can evade a lot of Lee's armor and pressure with relaxing and option selects and stuff like that. Reina, I think Lee is pretty good against Reina. He punishes so hard, could deal with a lot of stuff. I think Law is like right here. Pretty even. Shaheem is about the same. Let me see what else. Huaran, definitely not very good for Lee. Lee can't really sidestep none of his stuff, so I'll put that down there. Not very good. King against Lee. I'll put that like B also. Like Lee could fight him, but it's really hard. Ling, not good at all. I'll put Ling down here though. Claudio. It's like right here. Lee's okay against Claudio. It's like in the middle. Leroy's super good against Lee because he could parry everything back 1+2. Stuff like that. I think Raven is right there. The reason why, he has too much stuff to deal with Lee. Like he could reverse a lot of Lee stuff. He could make Lee has just a hard time controlling the neutral against his character. So I'll put it there. You have to be very careful against Raven. Raven has a lot of you know, spacing type stuff to make Lee stuff with, so I'll put that there. Leo, I think it could be probably even. Kazuya is a tricky one. I think Lee is fine against Kaz. I think Lee is worse against Deviljin because of Deviljin has a lot of stupid reversal type, you know, flying type evasiveness moves that could deal with Lee Chaolan. So yeah, that's about right. This is not in order, by the way. So from the top is Lee's best matchups. The top, these are Lee's best matchups. And then from there, just these are like his worst matchups. These are the characters he's not very good against. So D is his worst matchups, and then C is his next worst matchups. And then it goes up from there. It gets worse, it gets better the more it goes up. So that's pretty much the tier list. I'll put Law back here. I don't think Lee is that great against Law like that. And I'll switch Shaheem down here too. I think they're really good against Lee. They control neutral way too well. So yeah, that's how the matchup is gonna play out. So this is the matchup tier list for Lee. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just my opinion. If you got any differences or you got anything you would like to, you know, say about the tier list, let me know. But yeah, that's about it. It's the matchup tier list, and I appreciate everybody for watching. And I'll check you out on the next